Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Bum Phillips Show. Coach, it's difficult, I guess, to spot anybody in this league 24 points and win, and yet, to your team's credit, they came back, and for a while there in the fourth quarter, we're in a position where it looked like they might pull it out.
And I thought they might. You know, we had everything going for us. We had the momentum, and they had kind of lost it, you know, for a while. And, of course, the thing that got them back was the return on the kickoff, and then Dixon broke that first run. I tell you, that guy's a phenomenal player.
Great player, isn't he?
Yeah. He was riding along there, just loping along there, and all of a sudden you think you got him headed off, and he just, whoop, and he goes on. He's got more speed than, he's got a deceptive speed because he's got a long stride, and he is really hard to gauge.
He is a very tough running back. You used Dave Wilson. He brought the team back. Certainly it was in a situation where perhaps the rush wasn't coming as strongly, or you had guys going off a little bit maybe deeper in their coverage, giving some stuff underneath. And you said after the game, maybe it's time to take a look at him in a nothing situation, and this week you will.
Yeah, you know, and it's not that we're unhappy with Richard as much as it is we're going to play some more other kids during the ball game because we need to look at them. And it's not like giving up because the kids that we're going to put in, Dave got us back 21 points the other day, so you're not giving up when you put him in. You need to test him, though, when it's 0-0.
I thought Richard all year long has said the right thing, done the right thing, handled himself perfectly. It's not been the sort of season he wished, I'm certain, but he has been very much a team player, and I think his class has been exhibited all year long.
Yeah. I tell you that Richard, if you ever had a guy you wanted to have the right attitude, you'd tell him, go watch Richard, and you'll have the right attitude because he is going to say the right thing. I don't care what a guy thinks. You've got to say the right things because you've got other people on your team listening. You got people everywhere listening, and it's to his credit that he can be hurting on the inside and smile on the outside.
Especially when you're the quarterback and the leader of the offense. Right. You mentioned some of the guys that might see more playing time now in the last couple of games. Like whom? Well,
we're going to move Steve Court back to center because we need to see him there. That's where he started out. You know, he played there, and until we lost Oob in the second game, then he had to play right guard, and we put John Hill back at center. But Steve needs to get back in at center. We're going to activate Hilgenberg. By the time this is on, we'll have activated him.
All right, and some other rookies have made a lot of progress this year, and perhaps we'll be seeing more of them over the last two games. We'll look at their progress right after this.
Breakfast biscuits at Popeyes.
When we get to the office, first thing said, who's going to get biscuits?
Breakfast biscuits at Popeyes.
Start your day with Popeyes' new Filler-Up Cup. Get Popeyes' special 12-ounce durable car-safe coffee cup full of hot coffee. And your choice of any breakfast sandwich biscuit for only $1.69. Keep Popeyes' Filler-Up Cup and get free Phillips with breakfast food purchases till the end of January.
Love that cooking at Popeyes.
Popeyes' Filler-Up Cup and any sandwich biscuit only $1.69.
In every service department of every dealership in the Benson automotive world, we work on your car like it belongs to us. We care so much, we're even open on Saturdays, so we can service your car when you want it serviced.
And if I don't fix it right, bring it back, and I'll make it right at no charge to you.
We go to the ends of the earth for you, New Orleans. You gave us our first start. Benson Automotive World.
To hit your target of financial security, you need the skillful attention of a full-time, experienced agent, a New York Life agent. All are carefully selected, carefully trained for the specialized job of tailoring a financial security program to meet your exact needs and budget. As full-time career agents, they have the experience to serve a family like yours, to give you sound financial advice. Go ahead, ask. Just call your local New York Life agent today.
If you're afraid of big repair problems with your TV, VCR, or home computer, Dixie Jet Electronics Service can put your mind at ease. Our staff is trained in all areas of home electronics repair, and we'll guarantee you top-quality service at a price you can afford. In New Orleans, we're on Airline near the Jeff Parrish line, and Dauphine Street in the French Quarter, Manhattan and Harvey, and Carroll Road in Slidell. For the best TV service and lowest prices this side of Japan, call Dixie Jet. We're in your neighborhood.
It all began on July 19th as a broiling sun shone on those who would or would want to be New Orleans Saints. Among those getting their first looks at an NFL training camp were 4 rookies, none of whom carried can't-miss labels. Now, some 5 months later, they've proven themselves to their coaches and their teammates to one extent or another. All would seem to have promising futures in the NFL, but all still have more to learn. With 2 games remaining in their first NFL seasons, how far have they come? How much farther do they have to go to become regulars and perhaps to attain stardom in the NFL? We asked them and those who've monitored and motivated them. For Jumpy Gathers, the Saints' first selection of last year's draft, there was no disputing his physical talents. The second-round choice out of Wichita State had played just 2 years of major college football, however, and while his coaches knew it would take him some time to acquire the technique to match his physical gifts, Gathers thought otherwise. But he learned that the NFL was a very big step from Wichita State.
First, I learned a little more discipline, a little respect for more guys on the team, more talent. Then eventually I learned some more technique that I needed to learn when I first got here.
Playing primarily in nickel situations, which call for his strong pass rush, Gathers has accumulated 5 sacks. In the process, he's finding that pure strength is not enough in the NFL.
Well, he began to use his hand, learn techniques. He doesn't just depend on his abilities. He's used some fundamentals to get into the passer.
I'm still working on my hand, but I think that comes by playing a little more repetition in games.
Gathers figures to get a lot of work at right defensive end in the offseason. And though he's not been called upon to defend the run much this year, he and his coaches are confident he can. And though Jumpy Gathers might be behind his personal timetable, he'd prefer to attribute that to the ability of the incumbents in front of him.
I had in mind in the middle of the season coming and starting, but it didn't work that way because I got a lot to learn about my hands, and playing behind a guy like Bruce Clark and Jim, hey, it don't get no easier.
The Saints made a big play rover back from Georgia, their first choice in the 3rd round. In switching to free safety, Terry Hogue found it took a while to teach an old bulldog new tricks.
At first, it broke my confidence a little bit because I wasn't able to make the plays that I thought I should be able to make. But gradually throughout the year, I began to get the knack of it a little bit, and I've been able to make some plays. And the coaches have helped out my confidence by allowing me to get a little bit of playing time.
Terry has probably progressed faster than I thought he was. We knew he was an outstanding football player, but one thing he has that maybe some guys don't, he's got great instinctive ability, and he's so smart. You know, he was I think about a 3.85 student in pre-med, and he's got the height, and he's tough, and he's got the hands, and I think he'll end up being a great player for us.
Hogue says the biggest adjustment to the NFL is the quality of athlete you find across the line from you at every position, every week. Not only are they better than those he faced in college, they're a whole lot bigger. And with a body that could be characterized as rangy or perhaps even as frail, could he last 16 games as a regular safety?
I lost a lot of weight down in Vero, and you know, that didn't help me any. And hopefully, when I get accustomed you know, to the pro life, I'll be able to keep my weight up. And if I be able to do that, I should be able to withstand the beating of the NFL.
Each year at Vero, there seems to be one rookie who quickly steps forward to become the media's choice as the most pleasant surprise of camp. This past summer, it was the Saints' second pick in the 3rd round, North Carolina running back Tyrone Anthony. Now, with increased playing time, he's justifying that August optimism with his versatility as a runner, receiver, and kick returner.
The only thing I'm concerned about when he's in the ball game is the potential of pass protection, you know, not maybe picking up a blitzing linebacker or safety. He's an intelligent guy, but he loves to catch the football, and when the blocking assignment comes first, maybe he'd really get out for the pass and might miss a rush. But when he gets the feel for that, to know when they're rushing and when they're not, and he can come out of there quickly, he'll be even more outstanding.
Anthony doesn't have eye-catching speed, moves, or power. What he does have is a unique sense of balance that allows him to wade through tacklers for a rushing average of 5.5 yards per carry.
He's broken a lot of tackles in the few opportunities he's had to carry the football in our games. And, you know, when he's in there, they don't really know whether it's run or pass. I mean, you can't key on any one particular situation.
The modest running back has quietly set new goals for his sophomore year.
After this season, I'm going to work hard in the off-season. I'm going to come back a little bit more hungry, and I'm going to try to fight for a position.
And could T.A. envision stardom for himself on the NFL horizon?
Well, I don't know about a star or anything like that. It's more or less, I'm a team-oriented type player, and if the stardom comes, that'd be a bonus. But if not,
as long as the New Orleans Saints are winning and doing playoff contention, I think I'll be happy that way.